I'm going to read two sequences. One of them is from the Purple Moose book, the lovely purple book, and another is a slightly longer sequence which is from a work in progress. It's part of a larger project, and that's called What the Tree Said. So I'm just going to go straight in and read them without any introductions, but to say thank you to Tom and Scott and James for asking me to come along and read. Love songs for Mina Loy. 1. Crib sheet. A. Brushed post. B. Person rendered. C. Variously unclothed. D. Sprung spring feathers, cloth stains damp. E. Squeak, rock, shake, shudder, lunge, thrust. F. Times 10, a hand, mouth. G. 10, 10, 10, 10. H. Off-white eye, morph, blue. I. In a membrane his matter congealed. J. Sling in a corner. K. L. Foil sucks. M. Falls cold. 2, 3, 4. Stopped in the mouth, litter me with a constellation of masterstrokes. Tell me deeper lines, tilting obstructions. Graft me green, a yawning eye. Sown in stickier grains, heaving me sideways over charcoal blushes. Gift it to me open, luring, scaled grains akimbo. Instruct me, a smile, drawn not in mockery, in me unclothed I'll eat silent lips, stroke the tongue, fasted on sunlight. 5. Scudding. Veins corroding, erotic, numbing baby as guarantor, needle in her chocolate meat other, resides on a bed my unwashed. 6. Cover your nose to see me here, leave me here, you seeking won't follow. 7, 8. Ultra all I lurid in starlight, I'm noting your frown, spawning me untempered in granite, branding that temple on a little pink I turn. 9, 10, 11. Orbiting vacancy, drawn in your space we vibrate at equilibrium, crystalline by virtue of being tensile, we deform the wave model of bonding. 12. Loved as you, I'd not skip, ruffle, I'd cast a pastel, waltz in your dreams with me. 13. Wrapping you in sucrose whispers, nerves unresist me, fold my tongue around your hands. All seemingly is not, you say, I catalyst, and rupturing you, straddling entropy, mouthing my name. 14, 15, 16. Detoxic in a gown of straw, glazed pearly, we paddle the spiced foam without wires, naked and sated, firing collides, pasting flesh on wheels notched with bone. 17. Pacing, I gleam a splintered shell swinging a lens across my belly. 18. Deposit breath in many cupboards, for the colour of eye in passing slits the hole. 19. I tripped, left you humming a bar mark right spaced, cleaving vinyl death. You too sang dust laden, I atrophy in my etic. 20. Farewell, sweet, an ocean lips my door. 21. Stripping you out, my senses clam platinum drummed in a lozenge of bitter rings, embarking another sacricolist of irregular night. 22, 23. Heather pebbles my thigh here, lubency unbinds me. You, clover, those agreements kinked by fractured minds, and crafted, my milk seeks a drop of grace in its teeth. 24, 25. Too loose my hair enraptured you, threading we committed a rough micography over and over for the feel of it. Unfoolish, I wept the smog away. You played me with flexing motions. This, unhurt, converted me to you. 25, 26. Autotoxic, my body stings a cavity. You generate oral tentacles to leave in it still, rigid, I hang. 27, 28. Briefly, mellifluous, the cloche uprisen, sharp sunderings, morsicant, adagio, I cinnabar, myrtleless, you swaying your eyes, angel ways, realign in the swept lamp. 29. Dysphoria breeds sucking, a high, sweeping blower, pleasuring me bloated, sex sore, wasted memory powders, circuits upshore, births, hierarchies, etiolates my nucleus, triggering me, love's uninhibited, biscuit, carving you, a tessellated refrain. 30. Childhood cast, talking vistas, bickering surge in mist, taking love, blind to us, hungered, we rebounded, courting reinforcements, mocklick, unfleshing us, those muted gods. Albicant, convulsively, we eat a relief in sand, steal our vellum, asked to forgive, being not ourselves. 31. Incense, sieges, you immune, I hollow, my nest in riots of ivy julep, unbirthful, tumbling, you bridle, your grin leaks, silk veined, swallows the moon, openly grazing, I wafer the drips. 32. I think not of you in the body. 33. Your ivoried flesh nettles me, ardent I ferment. 34. Esteban, my love, clamouring, begging unshadowed lines. So that's the first one. So I'll move on and just go straight in again and read this next sequence, what the tree said. It's a little longer, so let's see how it goes. A greenless sky, blazes indigo, places, peopled, outside, removing traces. From rootedness, my words came to be moulded in self-spun soundings, where I felt my feet were dawning, gathering thought rivers by ear, and forging my marks enrapturing in the handling. I cast my worlds there in erasures and seeps, railsome and whispering sweet, till songful webs of counsel I captured inside my eye. Sweet green my world seemed, as buds sense-locked by me and laid, carved in hearts along my trunk. Words stirred. Cordless my leaves began a breathing beyond my arms unfurling. Charmed in transport. Their core or mine, tendrilled, some over green, some straining peaks, all some trailing in hues bluntly absorbing in small red scales, ripening where its tongues, with nutshelling scratched in, digestions gone rogue, sounds escaping captions. Stilled, I could hear my flounderings come to root, my branches sipped as rain, these delicious soundings of self, these leisured posings of words. I can eat without choking on alternations, squeezed throughout time's exactions. And entering unrest, she is pinning us to her world. Crafted in their nests, my babies are sent flying to hollow in air a weary dirge, conceived of measured answering. In betrothal to precision, we mirror crystals of ribboning melodies, rearranging, tripping, up-stumped, my eyes quiver into unravelling. I am travelling deep, under insistencies, drunk as tendrils pressed into malted waters. I need air above ground. I am ear and mouth, am strung to memory and memory, wings culling, where, strick I am with words, garbled and burned into resoundings. For being rooted, for bearing eyes, ears mind they don't, come from my breath, demand it in formations. Minding my breath, coloured iris blanching in, other mouthings, lips shifting, my tones lead. Moss over my teeth to soften it, and wax my ears to remove my mind, distending crackles of matchsticks tindering. They come making me breathe a body of eyes of soundlings poached. Saw it, say it, I say in coloured soundings, lured to toy in fictions. I see it, hear, taste it, feel in reasons, season it, weaving it, curling my toes. It sinisters, and I could languish myself if etherised enough, as if electrolysed I inhabit, a carped wasping, my trunk is so proud of sky, calibrated and braces, and gouge in this soil, smushed of litter, ash, bone. A disrestful hide I make, mistade in bark, inflammable eye, secrete my hollowings in burrowed lines. I spy 'em, they who camera my entrails, I hear 'em carving me a heart, making me sing of the bald bodies in spring, shaken from my height, taken from me, no hands. Say tell it anew, our ears await. You're tracing my sounds, on paper I shed things, I unbody, and I, the babies blown from me, discreatured, growing in rings I rise, I keep count within the eyes long, ears feel, lips quibble. Rooted I am, a room, pokered into speech, drilled in rivets to my core versionings, sparks are hurling eruptions. Thinly barked my strays liver disorderly, so bathed I am bathed in re-sayments only. A grin forms, wipes my eyes of memories. To say it be said afresh, this swamping and summoning tunes, I clam and I'll pipe my lungs under water, not rummage my lips for shapes you want to mend. We spy her pulling her buttons. A crowd gathers around the roots of a bird keeper. She gave her shoes to a shoeless man, offered her shirt, gave up her underwear, a warm speckled her chest. In flames, fanning, fire, catching, consuming. I can remove, escape into air, reform myself, breathe, helpless to help you, I'll cup my ears, seal my eyes, escape with his soul in my body. I cannot, melded to anatomy, xylem and phloem, spiracles, the air thickening, rooted, melded, burnt. She dowsing, clothes darkening, her dripping, slipping clothes passing, me blinking it, her very whiteness, sheening, goose pimpling, a spark, her thumb, sparkling, the darknesses. Peopled, outsiders all, collecting her, sun-mad, unpicnicked. In gatherings so pretty, scatterings on damp grass, strewing her in her shadows. Someone, breathing she is, wet with gasoline. I decamp myself, and winged I can fly. All eyes rooted on her, my eye won't turn. They are unselved and splitting in the glow. That's she, endangering our versions, her unrhyme is spinning me legs. I see her, and glowering are being eyes angled, no hands. Depart, being of me, being mad with unease, in part stick. Beside a self without you, inside a self without you. I witness, you witness, we witless. Under that cull, an extract deep my throat binds suckling sounds. I care to keep, I try to keep to myself that versioning of her unreasoning in daylight, in all lights of shade, when I dream her in pools, entered in sound, in speech, queer, red upon moss, so rudely scooping me soundless, leaving me, never leaving me sleepless in alterations. Sapped am I, sapping is this, sipping are they, slipping am I. In a round I am turned, tuned in shapes, sounds aroused in me struggle to sing, so I bellow, I chant her variations, reform, reshape, recast. In shadows they unearth shades, reassembled within ourselves a home, screened beyond darknesses, we feathered our ears as soft green blushes dusked our charred bark, uncankered. We set stark our phrase to break the orange stains, time-wrapped sometimes, reforming as iciness like bilabial. Rotations in language captured is a razor. Not knowing the birds we'd heard, of speakings unclear, its cut throat thrusting her in cinders, in human ear rings and vision peeling red, reels the squeezing of my unmemoried memories. Their branches cleave in airs. My eyes think in soundings, in moonlight searching the theory of degrees. From edges I print letters, under classic constrictions, freezing my hands in a winter's night. By an open window she darkens, answered in gloved tonguings. Her on fire, in fire, her burning fire, her skin, her fire, her on fire, her burning skin, burning her, de-skinning, a scoffing of skin. In melts, melting is grass unearthing my roots in smouldering her, over her, of her on fire. Her skin, her white pimpling skin, shimmering, wet, glinting, that spark of fumes. The flames on her turned my breath, a shimmering blue, rose, orange, glowing, blackening. Her screams are mine, burning my eyes, on my eyes, my ears are melting. Selecting an eye to mouth their minds. I'm ordered to quarry an arrangement of words cut from our mind's eye to be flipped from the mouth, as if listing other types of surgery. In brief, be brief, for brief, no grief. Too much in the sun, my bark cracked, the summons of our wordings being re-eyed, our mouth is their hand, staking pains to construct a clear conclusion under the weight of aphids. My mouth's splintered by another hand on paper is my flesh, patterns signed as our own, reassembled and cut to form snatched out of our ear. I count my falling leaves, waiting, 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 await my name. In unearthing the ash directs a deadly shade and grasping roots. Embattled, I faced their face to earth, her fingers uncurling in a freed moisture, grasping our roots, charmed to us, threading our olden soundings in showers, abound in our baby's chirping games. She grew us skin, scrimulous. Following her, we sprouted impulsing silk thin, made gorgeous our spillings and swallowed pointed letters, in this throat, untangling its forming on other haunts, acceding beyond us, a bewitching wilderness, spelling our heart in rites of sounds, leaking senses into our eyes, and openings all ears we are to other voicings, starlit on nerves wrought. Changed and renewed our flowering smiles. My eyes did curl of the heat for a swinging of a singeing oak, enduring the ways to a tongue's edge. My eyes, I too, cannot remove a she stirring air beyond pulse-stick ham out. No hands or mouth, only eyes with no turning. For water, a flood, I'll douse and drench her, no hands. Catching my edges, becoming smouldering. Her, they can't see, can't you see? Her,